Several years ago, following the election of Barack Obama, well, and the lead up to it, I was terrified, mortified, angered, and alienated from a lot of people who I had thought were my friends. Um, when it became revealed that a lot of the people I knew here in New York were socialists and were completely against everything that I believed in and had no tolerance for anyone having those beliefs, I kind of slid by. I kind of slid by a couple of decades here as kind of a libertarian type, and there was no more room because they demanded that they move into my head and everybody else's head. Part of it was because of my recovery from drugs and alcohol, and part of it was just, the technology and seeing the people that I knew from my past again, and making peace with my past, making peace with my family through the recovery process, and not allowing that kind of demonization of decent, normal Americans, relatively normal anyway, relatively decent, if that matters. And part of that consciousness raising was Sarah Palin, as you know, was key for me. But another key person was Andrew Breitbart. I would add another key person was James O'Keefe. And those three are, to me, can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. Sarah Palin, James O'Keefe, Andrew Breitbart. I was thinking about James O'Keefe today. He posted something on Facebook. I became friends with him on Facebook right away, right after his the first Acorn videos. And we've never really become friends at all, but I enjoy having that, access to him. His posts today were so simple, eloquent. There's something about James. There's something about James, there's something about Andrew, there's something about Sarah Palin. I shouldn't call him James O'Keefe, we're not on a first-name basis. But if you'll notice, James O'Keefe is not trying to be cute to become a star. Have you noticed that? I was thinking so many of the people who've kind of seized the Tea Party moment to become a star have really, tried to kind of, make a name for themselves out of it, or, go on to other things. But O'Keefe is in it to save America, and Sarah Palin is in it to save America. I mean, I just listened to the woman conspiring with the Grizzlies at the Grizzly Fest and how we're gonna, straighten up this country. That woman means it. And so did Andrew Breitbart. Andrew Breitbart meant it. He never did anything just for attention. I mean, he would get attention out of things, but there was always a reason why he was getting attention. I started checking out Big Hollywood. I mean, remember when there were only like a couple of big sites? There was Big Government and Big Hollywood, and that was it. There was no big journalism yet or anything. And a friend of mine, who shall remain nameless because he doesn't like me to mention his name, we were friendly acquaintances, well, sort of, prior to this, but we reconnected through the pieces that he was writing for the Breitbart sites. And he helped me so much. He knows who he is. He's real too, by the way. He was doing it for the right reasons too. And he kind of sponsored me. He helped me so much. He told me, the people you can trust and the people you're not too sure about, and what it's like and why they're doing it and all of this kind of stuff. and he was very close with Mr. Breitbart. And like a lot of people, you guys remember, I don't, some of you probably remember, like my early vlogs and when I first got on Twitter, the technology was new to me, and also being a conservative was new to me. So I was like, there were times when I was like, I don't want to be a part of this social media. I'd flip out, and because I was a normal person, relatively, who hadn't had any background in this. But O'Keefe and Breitbart and Sarah Palin, by example and encouragement, taught me that I could do this, that I could express my opinion, that I could go on Twitter, and I could be provocative, and I could say, if I didn't think something was being said that should be said, that I could say it. I didn't just have to follow what all the groups were saying or what the TV was saying. I could say what I thought wasn't being said. My parakeet's really into this conversation. Little Whitaker Chambers over there. And by their example and empowerment, I decided I would explore being a citizen pundit. I mean, I certainly was not going to go out there and try to become a citizen journalist like James O'Keefe. He's a youngster. He's got a lot of energy. But I could try to say things that I believed in that I didn't think were being said by anybody. And I could offer that. And so then what happened? Aside from meeting a lot of people through the social media and through this new conservative awakening, I met other people, a lot of young kids, who also had something to say. And we say it together. I want to hear those people. I want to hear the people who don't fit. I want to hear them. And I want to offer them the opportunity to be heard. And I want to retweet them. And that was all inspired by Andrew Breitbart. We were talking about some people online were saying, I met you through this person or that person. We know each other now because of this person or that person. Andrew Breitbart made being a conservative fun and cool. He was my generation. Younger, I was shocked to learn today. 5 years younger than me, I think. I'm so grateful to God that he wrote that book. Righteous Indignation, which inspired the hell out of me. And I know that more people will read it now. And it needs to be read. Right away this morning, I said, what about those Obama tapes? What about the Obama tapes that he was talking about at CPAC? Funny how he was talking about Obama tapes and they just disappear. Are they going to just disappear like Breitbart just disappeared? Stephen Bannon, God bless the man, said he has them and they're going to be released in 10 days. Kyle thinks there's something going on. I immediately suspected that there's something going on. No, it's not a conspiracy theory to demand an autopsy. We have to have an autopsy for Andrew Breitbart. Rush Limbaugh just got a death threat tonight. Andrew Breitbart was not, your cousin Victor, okay? This man had a lot of enemies, a lot of crazy enemies. You're damn right. I'm going to demand for, as much as I'm able to on my limited platform. I'm going to keep saying we need an autopsy. You're damn right. Here's what I think. I think Andrew Breitbart let the genie out of the bottle. And here's something else I want to say because my time's going down. The man was generous. The man was generous, and he created people. Well, he didn't create them. He helped them. He gave them a platform. And now we have 25 Andrew Breitbarts at the Breitbart sites. 25 miniature Andrew Breitbarts. God bless each and every one of them. God bless each and every one of those people. We're thinking about all of you. We love all of you. And we're counting on all of you. Small G gay.